Problems on clock. Our next chapter in quantitative aptitude. This is something which will really test your analytical skills. To solve questions on clock, you have to first register in your mind the image of the clock and the understanding about the movement of the hour hand and the minute hand. The face or dial of clock is a circle whose circumference is divided into 60 equal parts called minute spaces. A clock has two hands. The smaller one is called the hour hand or shorter hand, while the larger one is called minute hand or long hand. Now let's see the first concept. In 60 minutes, the minute hand gains 55 minutes on the hour hand. That means in 60 minutes, minute hand gains 55 minute spaces over the hour hand. In 60 minutes, hour hand will move 5 minute spaces while the minute hand will move 60 minute spaces. In effect, the space gain of minute hand with respect to hour hand will be 60 minus 5, that is equal to 55 minutes. Next concept. In every hour, both the hands coincide once. That means in every hour, the minute hand, while completing one complete rotation, it meets the hour hand on a same straight line. Next concept. When two hands are at right angles, they are 15 minutes spaces apart. Next concept. When the hands are in opposite direction, they are 30 minute spaces apart. Next concept. Angle traced by our hand in 12 hours equals to 360 degree. Next concept. Angle traced by minute hand in 60 minutes equals to 360 degree. Next concept. The hands of a clock point in opposite direction, that means in the same straight line, 11 times in every 12 hours. Because between 5 and 7, they point in opposite direction at 6 o'clock only. So in a day, the hands point in the opposite direction 22 times. So every hour, there is a moment when both the hands are in 180 degree to each other, except between 5 to 7. This is the only span when they are in 180 degree at only once in between those 2 hours. Next concept. The hands of a clock point in right angle 22 times in every 12 hours. Because between 3 to 4 and 9 to 10, they point in right angle only once. So in a day, the hands point in opposite direction 44 times. That means every hour, there are two occasions when the hour hand and the minute hand are at right angle to each other, except the time span between 3 to 4 and 9 to 10. Because between this hour, there is only one situation when both the hands are at 90 degree to each other. And that is because 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock are themselves a perfect right angle. So now let's solve some questions. The reflex angle between the hands of a clock at 10:25 is, the options are 180 degree, 192 half degree, 195 degree, 197 and half degree. The right option is option D, 197 and half degree. Let's see how. Now in this case, let's first convert 10 hours 25 minutes completely into hours. That is equal to 10 plus 25 by 60 hours. That is equal to 125 by 12 hours. Now after each hour, the angle that is traced by the hour hand is equal to 360 by 12. That is equal to 30 degree. So the total angle traced by the hour hand in 10 hours 25 minutes equal to 360 by 12 into 125 by 12. That is equal to 312 1.5 degree. Now let's see the angle traced by the minute hand in 25 minutes. That is equal to 360 by 60 into 25. Angle traced by the minute hand for every minute equal to 360 by 60. That is equal to 150 degree. So as reflex angle is the greater angle, That's why it's equal to 360 minus 312 half minus 150 degree. That is equal to 197 half degree. Next question. A watch which gains 5 seconds in 3 minutes was set right at 7 am. In the afternoon of the same day, when the watch indicated 4:15 o'clock, the true time is, the options are 59:07 by 12 minutes past 3, 4 pm, 58:07 by 11 minutes past 3, or 3 by 11 minutes past 4. The right option is option B, 4 pm. Let's see how. So as per the given question, the time between 7 am to 4:15 pm equals to 9 hours 15 minutes. That is equal to 37 by 4 hours. Now as the condition is given that the default clock gains 5 seconds extra from the correct clock after every 3 minutes, so 3 minute 5 second of the clock equals to 3 minute of the correct clock. Now let's convert 3 minute 5 second and 3 minute on both sides into hours. That implies 3 by 60 plus 5 by 3600 hours equals to 3 by 60 hours. So simplifying that, we are getting 37 by 720 hours equals to 1 by 20 hours in the correct clock. Hence, 37 by 4 hours of the clock equals to 1 by 20 into 720 by 37 into 37 by 4 hours of the correct clock. That is equal to 9 hours of the correct clock. So the correct time is 9 hours after 7 am. That is equal to 4 pm. Next question. How much does a watch lose per day if its hands coincide every 64 minutes? The options are 32:8 by 11 minutes, 36:5 by 11 minutes, 90 minutes or 96 minutes. The right answer is option A. Let's see how. Now as we know that 55 minute spaces are covered in 60 minutes. That means in 60 minutes, the minute hand completes 60 minute space, whereas the hour hand completes only 5 minute space. So the difference between the two is 55 minutes. So now for the minute hand to meet the hour hand, it requires 5 minute space more. So it becomes 55 plus 5, 60 minute space. And 60 minute space are covered in 60 by 55 into 60 minutes. That is equal to 65, 5 by 11 minutes. But in the question it is given that they're meeting at every 64 minutes. So loss in 64 minutes equal to 65 5 by 11 minus 64. That is equal to 16 by 11 minutes. To make it understand in more simpler words, in a normal clock, after every 65 5 by 11 minutes, both the hour hand and minute hands meet. But in this clock, after every 64 minutes, they are meeting. So the loss in time is 16 by 11 minutes here. So if in 64 minutes, the loss is 16 by 11 minutes, so in 24 hours, the loss will be, by applying the chain rule, we'll get 16 by 11 into 1 by 64 into 24 into 60 minutes. That is equal to 32 8 by 11 minutes. Next question. At what time between 7 and 8 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in the same straight line but not together? The options are 5 minutes past 7, 5 to 11 minutes past 7, 5 3 and 11 minutes past 7, or 5 and 11 minutes past 7. The right option is option D, 5 by 11 minutes past 7. Let's see how. Now when the hands of the clock are in the same straight line but not together, they are 30-minute spaces apart. Now as the question asks to find the time between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, then at 7 o'clock the hour hand and the minute hand are 25 minutes apart. Now minute hand have to gain 5 minute space more to have 30 minute space apart. So as we know that 55 minute spaces are gained in 60 minutes, so 5 minute spaces will be gained in 60 by 55 into 5. That is equal to 5 by 11 minutes. So required time equals to 5 by 11 minutes past 7. Next question. At what time between 4 and 5 o'clock will the hands of a watch point in opposite direction? The options are 45 minutes past 4, 40 minutes past 4, 50 minutes 4 by 11 minutes past 4 or 54 6 by 11 minutes past 4. The right option is option D, 54 minutes 6 by 11 minutes past 4. Now let's see the explanation. Though this question seems same as the previous one, but it's slightly different. At 4 o'clock, the hands of the watch are 20 minutes space apart. Now as we know, to be in opposite direction, they must be 30-minute spaces apart. But to achieve that, the minute hand must go 20 plus 30, that is equal to 50 minutes of space. Because in this case, it has to cross the hour hand and go to the other side. So as we know, 55 minutes space are gained in 60 minutes. So 50 minutes space will be gained in 60 by 55 into 50 minutes. That is equal to 54 whole into, that is equal to 54 whole 6 by 11 minutes. So the required time is 54 6 by 11 minutes past 4.